Urzikstan from north to south will start things off here with Omit NA as they get things moving. This squad firing on all cylinders compared to yesterday, and I can only imagine with Juju on 14 eliminations, still looking pretty powerful here. I can only imagine even Youngstas, man, breaching that 13 elims also. This squad, keep an eye on them, I'm telling you.
Very consistent, very strong team. I literally sat next to Brax on the plane ride over here. He was giving me all the tips and tricks. He said, we never get contested. Speaking of being contested, it looks like a total abandonment of form here from Omit T and Co. They've gone to the bottom of high rise in this area in City instead of contesting Cloud9. Is this good news for Cloud9 in the technical second half of day 2? Possibly, but still a lot of ground to make up if you're a Cloud9 fan and or an Omit T fan and co. So we'll see, but right now, COD Community, all eyes on you because you are the closest team that could theoretically take down the Falcons or at least take the lead from them here shortly. Now, we've got to remind people, Tiff, 150 points is what we're going for. We are 50 away still. We did watch the Falcons drop the 60-point game, and theoretically, this end zone might go to Pop-Off.
It really might, but for Brawlic, he's just out here trying to take the battle of the fence. Reaper on the other side, game plays, and we're trying to finesse it, but it's not going to go your way. Jackal and Husker still a bit too far away. Hopefully Brawlic can get out of the gulag because Jackal is down on the ground as well. The full comes through. Not how you want to kick things off, especially with that earlier match win. We're still working on that leapfrog up the leaderboard, but Brawlic goes. It's Navi, it's Levi on the other side.
Yeah, this is an interesting one. We haven't seen that much from Navi today. They had a pretty solid performance yesterday with top 10 team, and now Levi gets better at Brawlic, unfortunately getting cut down. The Exiles, a very frustrating start, I'm sure, with a couple being sent to the gulag and a couple losses. Now, Omit NA now being challenged because, well, they've pushed the equation on Cloud9. Look at where they've rotated to. They took their drop spot for free, they got their loadout, and they are flying on Cloud9. So not being contested this time by T, but instead, Omit NA says, we need more kills, so we're going to push the equation into Seaport. We know we can win those fights.
Must win already for the Exiles, who do not want to be exiled here. Team Vitality on the other side with Stevo. Prone, patient. We already have one elimination, but that stun, oh boy, here we go. The angles, Huskers reads it, puts a lot of damage down, but unfortunately doesn't get the full crack.
Long sight line. Definitely goes to the side of Huskers. Here's the push through the smoke. Huskers connects. That's a broken plate, but job's not done. Zip is up. He's going to go for it. No, wait. It's a bait and switch. Going to go for the kill, and he gets it. With 1 HP in a dream, Huskers keeps his dream alive in map number 5. That was undeniably ballsy, and he was able to pull it out and get right back into this map. He could have been the first team fully eliminated.
I don't know how you stay sane in a moment like that, because you have to be locked in. I'm over here like, I can't breathe. I can't. And Team Echo, well, hello to COD Community we go. Prodigy last standing. Oki in the gulag. Echo fully eliminated, and who knows if Prodigy has burned theirs, but here comes Dongy. A shooter in the right, but Prodigy puts him down.
Jeez. That's one of those moments you're going to look back on and say, dang, do we really have to spend money on that? I mean, that's brutal, right? It's a 3v1. Just hold your horse for just a moment. Maybe a little bit of some weakness from this team, but Dongy said, don't worry, I'm just going to go get my kill in the gulag. My bad. Let me get some revenge. Oki on the other side. These two teams are fighting on the map now into the gulag together. Oki and Dongy, both fantastic, young, good customs player. Barrel stop.
Wow.
Dongy gets the win this time around. And Prodigy's going to try to keep their dreams alive. This could be a strong team being eliminated first if Prodigy loses this.
I mean, we are sitting in the top 10, in 7th place. You cannot lose any bit here. And, well, it was shaky, but it doesn't have to be perfect. We get back to go. The regain is here. Sorry, Nida.
All right, collective deep breath. That was wild. Oh, no, this is a quick look back at Huskers. I just had a panic there for a moment, but this crazy play from Huskers. Ballsy gets the kill, pushes the equation. Look at his health. I love your production. That right there is the definition of an iota. Learn it and own it, Mr. Huskers. Let's see if they're able to regain. As you see Jackals die again, which means Exiles not out of the blender yet. As we actually take a look over at Aydan's team, who's flying in and getting punished by FaZe Black. This time, FaZe Black says, you're not pushing us out of military, not this time, as they take down the rest of Navi.
Yeah, this is gonna get real mixy pretty quick, honestly. At least we have all three back up again. Navi looking on the regain in the dead center, but FaZe Black on the other side. Blast looking for angles. I'm so glad we got to hear from Gabe, but you have to realize we're on some low ground. People can take angles from the right, so you have to be very aware of all sides, especially with all the open windows in these buildings.
Here's a look at that zone, by the way. We don't know that we're going to pop off, not yet. It could be more to the military side. We're gonna have to wait and see, but currently this is the exact same rotation that this team Aydan did earlier. Last map, they came up here, grabbed some kills on FaZe Black and other squads up here, and then rotated all the way down to Lowtown when they saw what the new zone was, because we didn't go all the way up to the northern side last map. This time around, they might end up staying up here pending new zone, so watch out for that third circle. We'll try to show it. It's going to be very important for some of these teams that prefer the south, but FaZe continues their reign of terror here in Lowtown as they find kill after kill after kill. Not out of the blender yet with two teams in the area, but right now FaZe, again, they're moving on all cylinders and they're looking very clean for a team that had a lot of ups and downs.
You gotta stay healthy though, especially with multiple teams in the area. Team Clown over there and Team Pentagon just ahead over here in Lowtown. Elsewhere, we have to see which side do we commit to, the military base or pop-off power. The Falcons of the North have been deciding, so they're hanging around that bridge coastal line of things. So where is FaZe going to do when they need to get out of Lowtown all the way on that southern side? But if you're playing for eliminations, especially with all this cash, knowing that that fire sale is about to occur at the top of Circle 3, we get advanced UAVs and we eliminate everyone around us.
Yeah, it's a great shout, and we're actually going to head to the Gulag because Community hunting the edge of zone loses Unrational. So Rational's going to take a fight against Autorize. This is not an easy one, albeit Super Evans team haven't had a great day today or yesterday. Autorize, a fantastic player making his debut on land, been playing the game since the beginning. No shots connecting, finally a barrel stuff, and Autorize lives up to the hype, wins the one, forces Community to play with two for now.
Well, it's okay though. Remember I said that fire sale, but you've got to survive another minute or so, especially it'll be cost friendly to get Unrational back on in, but Dongy burning alive, 1 HP. Running tempered though, so 2 plates to get him back up to full. Still hunting that. Now you gotta think, 4 eliminations already for this game. If they would have went the distance in that last one, but you don't check the corner. My man is prone over there.
He's got the trade though. Scumman's able to play the trade. We've lost one on the other side too, so this is a 2v1 right now. A great position. We're gonna burn the self just to make sure. Clean up on X and Q and Co means Apex is gonna fall yet again. Send him to the Gulag, likely not fully eliminated, but even still, as expected, Community, high risk, high reward. It's been paying off this entire tournament. They play edge of zone, they hunt for kills, and they're already on like 8 or 9 as a team. This is a really strong start.
Look, I don't care if they win a game. They need to breach 150, and that's when you win. You don't have to burn those just yet. The race to 150 is live, and with it kind of soaring up with the waterline dead center, it's going to come down to those IGLs to predict which side. Pop-off power, a ton of playable space on there. The Falcons have elected to go further towards the west. As we see, Team Community get all 3 back. They are on the utmost southern side and will have one heck of a rotation to make.
Long journey ahead of them, but already on 9 eliminations confirmed by our map feed. Also lighting up the kill feed. You see Omit EU. Where are they? Oh, they're way up on the northern side of military already. So they made a huge wrap up there a while ago, playing for what they believe to be in-game. Historically, they've been nearly right every time. So I'm expecting a military base ending. If I'm an Omit EU fan, that's definitely the better position. And right now, when we looked at that map, there is no one in a country mile from the Falcons if they're able to clean up that final player. And Omit EU, they've got some competition.
And Gramalok down, he's quite low. Enkyo, though, still looking for this player. A little ring around the rosy. Zakar just trying to get on out. I'd imagine he's looking for a pace to just turn around, but looks lost, quite frankly, and Enkyo cleans it up.
Just too many, right? When you have player advantage, you're going to win that 9 times out of 10. And they do a good job of not losing a player, right? Unlike what Community experienced before, they played slow, they played together, they got the kill and didn't lose a life. Nice job. Now, again, our zone shoring up either military or pop-off, and teams are kind of split, picking a side and hoping it goes their way. You're going to be seeing, of course, the Falcons on pop-off side, but you also see Omit NA, of course, rotating up into them. You see them falling in the kill feed. Actually, Super Evans team also on that side, and Falcons are third-partying off on the other side. On screen, you're seeing our Falcons, MENA, also losing a player, as Ullman is trying to get out of dodge and rotate around. FaZe picking one up in transition.
It's been quite difficult here as you see the Super Evan squad being wiped, and well, Deus Amir going crazy there for the fluffy aimers. DRN in trouble as well, as now you see that the Falcons have isolated this side of the circle towards themselves. Omit NA looks to be down to at least one. It's Brax, it's Youngstas and Juju in the gulag, and 2 eliminations with Destroy on the other side. We know he gets loud and he's gonna be locked in for this. Juju, you're gonna have to hold on.
It's a tough fight, certainly. Juju's got the gunning. This is a really important fight for Omit NA. It's not life or death, but it is a great fight. Put him in a blender. Put him in a body bag. Send him potentially to the lobby. We'll see. Omit NA needed that one for free. There's no buy stations out here. Not close. Not that aren't contested that we can tell. So Omit NA, they got third-partied, by the way, from Falcons, like I mentioned. Were able to get out. Now are regaining, heading back into Popov right where they left off.
Well, here comes Team Community Scummin once again on 5 eliminations, still crawling up, trying to maintain the top of the kill leaderboard. Nice end there, just above them. Slow, steady, looking for the angles. Don't want to give up any sound cues, probably looking for a jump up. Unrational Dongy smoking and getting in, making sure that we can hold it. Dongy and Irrational themselves, they'll full send. Honestly, I think Scummin's looking for the jump off.
Yeah, this kill is technically free. The problem is you've got another team lurking and waiting. It's a matter of time when you get this kill, and you're just hoping you don't get shot in the back while you're trying to do it, or lose Dongy, who gets over-aggressive sometimes. And luckily, that's a freebie. There it is, and Team 32, they don't shoot right now. So, yeah, we're chilling. Community somehow able to make their way through the lower part of the zone, and guess what? Our new zone has just popped, and it's still dead center, the river, bisecting new zone, showing both military and Popov, slightly favoring military. Omit EU, free and clear on the northeastern side of the map.
I really love their positioning, right? If I would choose to regain, I would want to clear out the northern side. We've seen a lot of circles try to end on the coast, just on that military base side, and they are brutal. And Omit NA still trying to fight from the west. When you've got this squad, Team Begsy, trying to hold you on out, we need all the eliminations we can get. We still carved to the underground, trophy systems down here, destroy them. We don't want them to intercept anything, but honestly, the choice of running whatever you can find at this point, the smokes, the thermites, the throwing knives, you just gotta be quick with it.
Yeah, and frankly, if you're Omit NA, you actually want this fight as long as you have an opening. You want to fight this team. You feel and you know. I mean, Brax said it straight up. He said, if this team, because this team does land near them, if they contest us, they fight us, we win 10 times out of 10. They want this fight, especially because it'll free up this side of the map for them to take a nice rotation in from the western side into the western side of the new zone. They're going to be just south of the Falcons in a really good position, but they've got to run through this squad and get to new as fast as possible.
Looks like Community wiped DRN, and well, still finding Navi here. Zeppa looks to be pushing here. Youngstas, Juju, okay, reuniting inside the room, smoking, get on out. Dongy on 7, more cleanups this time. Davis Mir, Castillo, Z-Dark, the fragger trying to hold on, but can't do it.
Right now, this squad is just inevitable. They're going to find eliminations. This is an unreal amount of kills already. They need this multiplier, and unfortunately in a 3v1, they will fall yet again. They cannot get the placement, but they still find the kills. They had 16 kills, by the way, falling in 27th place. Still a good game somehow, even though they fell in not even, you know, I guess the first half of this lobby.
Yeah, that's a little tough. What is that, a 1.2x multiplier? We were looking for potentially 1.4 exiles on your screen. How many times do they run into the Falcons on the west side? But you've got Begsy, Reload, Omit NA just above them. We are going to collapse on one another, and this is going to be an opportunity for Omit NA, still looking to get their full trio back in to potentially seek to third party this. But honestly, Soka is going to make quick work of Begsy. There's not going to be any time to third party.
And it does look like CT Black is actually Team 10 that is lurking and waiting, trying to hold. This Panda squad has been incredibly quiet because of their losses at Bazaar. They do have a good position to hold, especially now that the Falcons are down to 2. It becomes a bit easier if they're able to root out where Hisoka and Go are. Now, Husker staring at you means, well, I can only just shoot back at him and tell him to stop so I can get into this building. and then regain with my team. They've got not a ton of cash, but Shifty died with the majority of it. So they're going to have to loot up. This is going to be a tough one for the Falcons. They're going to have to slow down so they can still play for in-game.
Slow? What do you mean? This is the Falcons we're talking about. They're currently sitting on 13 eliminations. They resupply here up on the plates, and we're going to have to find some cash, which means we have to eliminate our enemies around us. That means omit NA, CT, Black. You've got to watch on out, but keep an eye on the Exiles as the team looks to take their position.
Yeah, and frankly, this is actually a massive opportunity for the Falcons to gap their main competition. Reminder, they're only up by, what, 2 points on COD Munity? COD Munity dropped 16, a good game, but not a great one, and they're already out of it. So anything that the Falcons get right now is a massive boon for them. Sure, there's other teams in contention, but not that close, so they're trying to make a play here. This is a 3v2. Now Shifty flying back in. Omit NA not knowing that didn't push the equation. They should have swung on Ahsoka and Biffle, and because they didn't, Shifty's in the equation, and now Omit NA are on the run.
Come on, CT Black needs to look at this as well. You can't just stay over there and be a third-party innocent bystander. Brax down and out. Juju falling low in health, and Youngstas as well to join them.
Great.
But now CT Black joins the equation, like you said, and this could be different. They are going to sandwich the Falcons inside this building.
This fight's taking too long for both teams. That Panda squad's lying in wait and ready to take the rest.
Shifty down.
Shifty down from Panda. It's the perfect third party. Panda getting involved finally in this leaderboard, potentially taking out one of the top teams. As we've lost Shifty, Biffle and Ahsoka again, like you said, a nice kill tally, but they need these multipliers. Folks, we still got 23 teams in this lobby as Ahsoka says, okay, you want placement, Goj? Fine, I'll fly to high ground and lurk and lie in wait. We've got enough kills. We need the multi to pay off, so I'm going to let my teammates die and just do my thing.
We're still on the cargo side. We have $70. The self-res comes through. But now, when you've got other teams still looking to gatekeep you, it's EXO Esports, the end game. We saw them just that fast map, and they were looking to work on cleaning up these squads. Juju just down in front of Youngstas. We don't have a gas mask, no PDS. But the time is right, and we don't even have a smoke. We are just going for it. If we don't see them, we don't look at them, no one knows we're here. But Exiles in the building ahead, Soka in the tower.
It's got to be trigger discipline. Ahsoka just has to sit there and wait. He cannot make a move. If he starts shooting his gun, people are going to know they're going to shoot at him. He needs top 10. This is a great map for them with the multipliers. It's going to stretch the equation. We lose Omit NA in 18th place, so they also don't achieve a massive multi, as Exiles have a decent position, but they lose one and get bunker busted, and Ahsoka is just still playing that high ground position. Who's still alive? It's Team Aydan trying to play spoiler. Could potentially have a really strong game right now to close this gap on the Falcons and COD Munity, having a pretty decent game in their belt and still plenty of multipliers to play for.
Well, you got Insight Gaming owning the train, working on getting to the circle. FaZe Black just ahead of DJ Moss, and this is going to be so epic for them. Now think of a brilliant game if they can just get double-digit eliminations and then maybe a 2x multiplier. They can call the top of the leaderboard after this, depending on what Soka is able to do. But now we go, we get the train, we get the replenish on the ammo. We look forward. FaZe to the right. FaZe Black to the right as well. We need to claim the train.
Oh, the battle for the train is currently a brutal one, as Ahsoka is trying to make a huge play here. Has to move to zone, so he goes into the water. Hello, Robstar.
What?
Top kill leader. Sorry, buddy. See you later. Ahsoka now on 5.
We got more plates.
We're creeping up to top 10. Ahsoka knows where he needs to get to. Just make sure he doesn't drown as he's getting shot at. Everybody's looking at him. Everybody's looking at the water. Quite literally fish in a barrel. So let's smoke and run for cover, or rather swim for it. As Exiles, the entire team in the water. Revenge Tour in the water. And Ahsoka has a moment to breathe, literally, to replate back up and try to make a play. He's one of the best players in the game for a reason. This is a massive moment to very easily 3 teams could die in the next 15 seconds. That could be all he needs to make it to top 10 and get a nice multiplier to move on his merry way to further up this leaderboard.
They don't know there's a shark in the water.
Wiz.
The fact that no one has found out yet. A stun connects. We're still peeking. Here comes the damage. Not a lot. We're moving straight on over, but back to swag we go. We talked about the battle for the train, and well, we're working on it.
He's done it. Hisoka is out, but he got 10th. He got his multiplier. An unreal effort. A great game, but we're just now into the end game, and the battle for the train is deep in the gas. This train will not stop not right now. So same goes the kills. Picks up StuKex in transition, and Adrian's able to make it to zone. Makes it into the top 8, looking for top 5. Aydan and C-Smith, a duo off to the edge of the map. Hunting kills in gas as well. Omit EU still in this, way deep in the gas. Probably PDSing, hoping for the zone pull.
Team aydan just wiped. Down to the final 5 we go. Little A solo here on your screen. 1 elimination, no money to buy the teammates back, and look at the pool for him. Every elimination here will be worth 1.8 if we can get them. The static HV, all we have, thanks to the base mag of 50, could do the work, but FLS down. Gooey last standing, and well, you've got the Exiles. They've already won 1, and they're looking to go back to full form, but not. They get wiped. Gooey clutches. FLS is up. This is crazy.
Exiles are fully eliminated. Gooey's on 11 eliminations. Omid EU so deep in the gas with so many PDSs. Inkyo a solo. It's a 2v1v1 with Adrian on one side, Inkyo on the other. They're pushing Inkyo. Adrian has a third-party possibility, but he's low ground. He can't make the play. Omid EU goes down. It's the final 2 teams, and it's Adrian as a solo. He's got to win 1v2 with the PDS. Adrian, this is going to be a brutal fight, my man. I'm not sure you can do it. It's going to be Gooey. FLS on top. They did fantastic yesterday. Fantastic consistency. Welcome back to the podium. Welcome back to the main stage. That was a gigantic game from a trio not a lot of folks expected a ton from.
Well, the North are looking pretty good in the North as they clear that on out, get that 2x multiplier. We saw the moments of brilliance throughout day number